Hello everyone, fellow gamers, fans of all game genres, and especially Warhammer and Warhammer 40k enthusiasts. Today, I'm bringing you a list of Warhammer 40,000 games to check out in 2025. Please note, this is purely my personal opinion. The video will be quite long, but for those of you in a hurry, I've included a timeline and chapters below so you can jump straight to your favorite game or the one you're interested in. This isn't a ranking from worst to best, far from it. It's simply a subjective selection. Also, this is only the first part of the list because there are so many Warhammer 40k games that it's impossible to cover them all in one video. I hope you enjoy this selection, and don't forget to support the channel. Before we begin, I want to thank our partner Instant Gaming, which offers discounts on a multitude of interesting games to enrich your collection. And good news, you can enter a monthly contest to win a free game of your choice. All the links are in the description. Without further ado, let's get started with the list. Dawn of War 3 is the latest installment in the Dawn of War series, released in 2017. Although it is not considered a poor game, it is often judged to be inferior to the first two installments in terms of gameplay and story. For me, this title remains interesting, but it struggles to reach the level of excellence of its predecessors. The story in Factions Dawn of War 3 is the direct sequel to Dawn of War 2. Without giving away too much to avoid spoilers, the plot continues to follow the Bloodravens, a faction of Space Marines who must face the Eldar and Orcs. The game offers 3 playable factions, with a narrative campaign that alternates between them to advance the story. One of the major new features is the introduction of Imperial Knights, impressive Iron Giants. Each faction now has its own giant, adding an extra strategic dimension to battles. Why play it? Personally, I mostly enjoyed Dawn of War 3 for its storyline and the conclusion of the Bloodraven story. However, the base game may seem limited in terms of content. Fortunately, the community has developed mods that significantly enrich the experience. Must-try mods among the most popular mods are Dawn of War 3 Redux. This mod improves gameplay and adds new units. No Limit mod by Nick Z. It removes some of the base game's restrictions for a freer experience. Codex 8 Factions, a mod that adds new factions and diversifies strategic options. These mods are available on the Steam Workshop, making them easily accessible for players who want to extend their experience. Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor, released on June 5, 2018, is an action RPG developed by Newcomer Games that immerses players in the dark and futuristic universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game offers a dark atmosphere true to this universe, as well as a dynamic cover system for nervous and addictive combat. The varied skill tree allows for extensive character customization, and the substantial content ensures many hours of gameplay with varied missions and challenges, playable in cooperative multiplayer mode. In this tactical hack-and-slash, players embody an Inquisitor, a powerful agent of the Imperium, not a Space Marine. Several classes of the Inquisition are available to purge the chaos-infested Caligari sector. The game offers hundreds of items classified by rarity level and thousands of combinations to customize your equipment. However, the game suffers from repetitive missions, an unoriginal storyline, dated graphics, some bugs and technical problems, and occasionally frustrating difficulty. Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach, released on January 19, 2017, is a turn-based strategy game developed by Straylight Entertainment and published by Slytherin Limited. This title immerses you in the dark and violent universe of Warhammer 40,000, where the Imperium of Man is constantly threatened. In this context, you relive the Sanctus Reach campaign, where the Space Wolves face an orc invasion led by the war boss Gruk Facerippa. The game faithfully captures the atmosphere of this universe, with detailed units and environments. The strategic gameplay is both deep and complex, offering numerous tactical options for managing your units, terrain, and special abilities. The solo campaign features varied and scripted missions that allow you to discover the story of Sanctus Reach and its heroes. An online multiplayer mode is also available to challenge other players or cooperate with them. However, the game has some drawbacks. Its complexity can make it challenging for new players to get started, with a steep learning curve. The AI can sometimes be predictable or ineffective, which can detract from immersion and challenge. The lack of variety in units can also be an issue, with some units feeling similar. Additionally, the game can sometimes suffer from bugs and technical problems, especially in multiplayer mode. Despite these flaws, Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach remains a good choice for fans of Warhammer 40,000 and turn-based strategy game enthusiasts. Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition is a first-person shooter by Streamon Studio and published by Focus Home Interactive. Initially released in 2016 on Windows, an updated version titled Space Hulk Deathwing. Enhanced Edition was released on May 22, 2018, on PlayStation 4 and Windows, bringing numerous improvements and new features. This version introduces a new game mode called Special Missions, as well as a new playable class, the Chaplain, which adds a new dynamic to the experience. Players can also enjoy new weapons, an expanded customization system, and new enemies to spice up the battles. The impressive artistic direction perfectly captures the atmosphere of the Space Hulk, a spaceship infested with Genestealers, the iconic enemies of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Personally, I spent a lot of time playing this game, even creating some short videos on YouTube and TikTok. In my opinion, the universe is perfectly respected, and the Space Hulk's environments remain impressive even in 2025. The game's artistic direction sets a high standard for many contemporary titles, with detailed environments and a heavy atmosphere that captivates from the first moments. However, it should be noted that the experience can sometimes feel repetitive, especially in the missions. Additionally, some visual effects, such as weapon flashes and flickering, can be tiring for the eyes. To my knowledge, no updates have been proposed to reduce this effect, which can hinder comfort during long gaming sessions. Despite these flaws, Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition remains a game to recommend to fans of the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. It offers an immersive experience. I enjoyed playing this game on the maximum difficulty mode. It is brutal where you really have to play very carefully, and now we move on to the next game. Warhammer 40,000 Gladius. Relics of War is a 4X strategy game developed by Proxy Studios and published by Slytherin Limited, released on July 12, 2018. The game plunges players into a dark and brutal universe where war is the only law. Gladius Prime. Each faction has a unique playstyle, specific technologies, and iconic units from the Warhammer 40,000 universe. The game offers a strategic experience focused on conquest and survival, structures, and fortifications to strengthen their position, progress through faction-specific storylines to unlock strategic advantages, and command a wide arsenal of units and vehicles from simple soldiers to devastating war machines. The game has received numerous DLCs, adding new factions like the Tau, Sisters of Battle, and Adeptus Mechanicus, as well as new units, maps, and mechanics. However, with the complete pack costing around €190 at the time of writing, which may deter some players, the game has several strengths, including multiple playable factions, each with a unique playstyle true to the Warhammer 40,000 universe, strategic depth with resource, technology, and unit management offering a rich and varied experience, and an immersive atmosphere perfectly capturing the dark and violent franchise. However, it also has drawbacks, such as mission repetitiveness despite faction variety, a steep learning curve and limited AI for new players, and the high cost of DLCs. In conclusion, Relics of War remains an excellent title for fans of 4X games in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Despite some flaws, it offers a deep and immersive strategic experience, allowing players to immerse themselves in relentless intergalactic conflict, making it a must-play for strategy and Warhammer enthusiasts. Space Hulk Ascension is a 3D, digital, turn-based strategy game that reinterprets the classic board game experience of Space Hulk. Developed and published by Full Control Studios, this title was released on November 12, 2014. It is a kind of sequel to Space Hulk 2013, with a new approach to campaigns. Players can control either a squad of Terminators or Genestealers. The game involves controlling space as the squad progresses on a map. Its task is to secure an area, block spawn points and junctions, and create a defensive perimeter. 3 chapters of Space Marines are represented: the Ultramarines, the Blood Angels, and the Space Wolves. The game offers rich content with over 100 missions spread across 3 campaigns. Despite its qualities, improved campaign structure, increased diversity, Space Hulk Ascension suffers from some flaws, notably the lack of a clear tactical map. That said, it remains a good game that will appeal to fans of Space Hulk. Regicide is a turn-based strategy video game developed and published by Hammerfall Publishing, released on September 8, 2015, for Windows and iOS. This title, based on the Warhammer 40,000 universe, offers a unique gaming experience by blending the ancient rules of chess with the dark and violent world of Warhammer 40,000. The game features 3 main modes. Classic mode follows the traditional rules of chess, with pieces replaced by iconic units from Warhammer 40,000, such as Space Marines and Orcs. The checkmate animations are particularly spectacular and bloody, adding a touch of violence characteristic. Regicide mode offers a solo campaign with 50 missions spread across different acts. acts. Players start with basic units and gradually unlock more powerful pieces as they progress. Each turn is divided into a movement phase and a strategic phase, offering great tactical depth. In addition to solo modes, Regicide offers a real-time multiplayer mode, allowing players to face off in intense tactical battles, adding a competitive and social dimension to the game. The game offers quality graphics, especially in ultra settings, with varied environments, although sometimes a bit dark. However, a few bugs remain, and the content may seem limited, especially with the absence of other playable races beyond the Blood Angels. Despite its flaws, Warhammer 40,000 Regicide is an excellent game that will appeal to fans of chess. The game offers an intense, bloody, and deep gaming experience with numerous tactical possibilities. If you enjoy strategy games and are a fan of Warhammer 40,000, this title is for you. Necromunda Underhive Wars is an action strategy video game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Focus Entertainment, set in the universe of the Warhammer franchise. Released on September 7, 2020, it transposes the experience of the Necromunda miniatures game, created by Games Workshop in 1996. The fun and attractive gameplay recalls that of Mordheim, another flagship title of the Warhammer fantasy universe. Players have the ability to create and customize their own gang, managing recruitment, experience, weapons, armor, and equipment. The punk universe of the gangs, with their bulging muscles, leather armor, tattoos, and colorful mohawks, evokes cultural references like Ken the Survivor, Mad Max, Judge Dredd, or Cyberpunk 2077. The sound ambience and cinematics enhance immersion. However, Necromunda Underhive Wars is not without flaws. The game is limited to squads of 5 members, and the absence of monsters, mutants, or hostile environments may disappoint some players. Graphically, it is not always up to par, and bugs as well as a capricious targeting system can hinder the experience. Additionally, the game turns can seem too long, and the available equipment sometimes appears limited. Despite these negative points, the game remains enjoyable to play, especially in solo mode with an AI that, although improvable, offers an accessible challenge. Updates may have improved certain aspects, but this remains to be verified. In summary, Necromunda Underhive Wars is a good game, especially for fans of the Warhammer 40k universe, but it will not convince everyone. If you enjoy customization, turn-based strategies, you might find your happiness in it. It's up to you to see if this game matches your preferences. Among the many Warhammer releases at the end of 2023, Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, developed and published by Owlcat Games. The game offers an immersive experience where you create your hero through a detailed character editor, allowing for extensive customization. The rich and well-crafted narrative is a real asset for lore enthusiasts. In terms of gameplay, the difficulty, even on normal mode, is uneven. Some sections are easy, while others, especially boss fights, present challenging spikes. Skill management and leveling up can seem complex, with many choices to make, which can be confusing. Exploration is a strong point. Each area is dense, filled with loot and information about the universe. Spaceship management, while simple, is well integrated. Space battles allow you to rank up and unlock new skills. Graphically, the game is limited but remains pleasing to the eye. Rich and detailed exploration, well-written and memorable characters, exceptional sound design, deep and impactful consequence-based dialogues, true to the Warhammer 40,000 universe, a complete and varied immersive CRPG. Rogue Trader establishes itself as a must-play for fans of Warhammer and CRPGs. With its rich gameplay, excellent storytelling, and impressive replayability, it faithfully respects the universe while offering a complete experience. Whether it's for its gargantuan lifespan or its co-op mode for up to 6 players, this game is worth discovering. Battlefleet Gothic Armada and Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 are space strategy games set in the grimdark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The first game, released in 2016, offers a solo campaign where you play as an admiral of the Imperium, fighting to defend the Gothic sector against the forces of chaos. You manage your fleet, upgrade your ships, and make strategic decisions that influence the course of the war. The game creates an atmosphere of despair and ruthless conflicts. 2 DLCs were added, introducing the Tau Empire and Space Marines as playable factions, expanding tactical possibilities. The second game, Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, released in 2019, provides an even more comprehensive experience with 3 distinct campaigns: the Imperium against chaos, the Necrons rising from their tombs, and the Tyranids consuming everything in their path. Each faction brings a unique perspective with specific objectives and challenges. The game also received the Chaos Campaign expansion, which adds a new campaign focused on the forces of chaos, further deepening the story and mechanics. Both games captivate with their epic narratives, spectacular battles, and total immersion in the brutal universe of Warhammer 40,000. Boltgun is a retro first-person shooter developed by Auroch Digital and published by Focus Entertainment. It was released on May 23, 2023. The game stands out with its visual style inspired by the 90s, blending pixels with the dark ambience of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. You play as a space marine, an incredibly powerful warrior, and use iconic weapons like the Boltgun to battle hordes of chaos and Xenos. The game offers a variety of weapons emblematic. Each weapon is designed to provide a unique combat experience suited to different situations. With this extensive arsenal, the game encourages a strategic approach while maintaining a frantic pace, enhancing its retro and intense vibe. What sets this game apart is its blend of fast-paced and brutal gameplay. Its old-school aesthetic, the levels are filled with secrets, challenges, and references to the universe, satisfying both fans and new players. In summary, Boltgun is an intense retro FPS that captures the essence of Warhammer 40k with a unique style and frantic action. So, we've reached the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow the channel, like, share, and visit Instagaming for great deals. You're helping me at the same time, so thank you all. See you in the next video for part 2. See you soon.